Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. So Notre Dame's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Manning to throw. Out wide left, it's Lockett. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They go play action with Manning. Buying time to his right. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Townsend. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? Trying to run, it's Bishop. Driven back.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. JKS under pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Follows his blocks. It's Mobley. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Catch it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Manning. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Songopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, it's Mobley. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. You're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Finds his man. It's Gilbert. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sangapolatelli. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. Right side, it's Graham. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've got...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. At the 35, he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Look out! Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Throwing Manning. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Stopped right there.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes a grab. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Arch Madness. Rush is on. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it?
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Couldn't find anybody on fourth down, and he threw it away.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Throwing, Sangapovatelli. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Pulls it in, it's Graham. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Sangapovatelli from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the number 9 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Buffalo, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you. At this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Hits inside. It's Mobley. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. JKS takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects the quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. The ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it down the field. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Mobley. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Songopolitelli going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Gets it into the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bishop. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. He'll get this drive started from the 29. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. That's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? This is a designed run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought even in your own side of the field. Like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Manning. Left side, it's Lockett. Inside the 40. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 15. Taken down right away. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Holds it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Unleashes one. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense in a bunch formation. Off play action. Gets a hand in there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolitelli. And he gets rid of it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to let...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Again, it's Songo Politelli. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Arch is going to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Bishop. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Let's see what they do on third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Rides to the back. They put the brakes on him.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Looking for a crease. It's Walton. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Driving forward, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost, and I think they've got some soul.